The train station was alive with the hustle and bustle of daily commuters. A symphony of shuffling feet and distant whistles filled the air, creating a unique rhythm. Among the hurried travelers sat a man, weathered by life, seeking a handout, his eyes scanning the crowd for a kind face. Across from him, a businessman, sharp in his suit, a briefcase by his side. Their eyes met, a silent conversation began. The beggar extended a hand, hoping for a coin or two, a small gesture that could mean a meal for the day. "I believe in giving and taking," the businessman said, his voice firm yet kind, his eyes reflecting a deeper thought. "What can you offer in return?" he asked, his tone curious rather than demanding. The beggar was taken aback, his mind racing to find an answer to this unexpected question. He mumbled, accustomed to receiving, not giving, his voice barely audible over the station's noise. The businessman smiled, not unkindly, and boarded the arriving train, leaving behind a lingering question, leaving the beggar with an unsettling thought, a challenge to rethink his place in the world. The businessman's words echoed in the beggar's ears. Giving and taking. The beggar had always been on the receiving end, a passive participant in the dance of life. Was he always to be on the receiving end? The question lingered, gnawing at his thoughts. A new feeling stirred within him, unfamiliar and uncomfortable. It was a spark of realization, a seed of change. He looked around the bustling station, observing the hurried lives of the commuters. His gaze fell upon a patch of wildflowers, bravely pushing through the grime. They were a testament to resilience and beauty in unexpected places. An idea bloomed in his mind, fragile as a seedling. He could offer beauty. He could be a giver, not just a taker. He could offer a moment of joy amidst the city's clamor. A simple flower could change someone's day. With newfound purpose, he gathered a handful of wildflowers. Each one was a symbol of his transformation. As the next train arrived, he approached the passengers, not with a plea for money, but with a flower. A gesture of kindness. A small gesture, yet it transformed his demeanor. He felt a sense of purpose and connection. He was no longer a beggar but a giver. In that moment, he found his place in the world. Days turned into weeks. The beggar, no longer begging, found a rhythm in his new life. He tended to his patch of flowers, nurturing them with the same care he once reserved for spare change. He offered them with a smile, his heart lighter than it had been in years. One day a familiar face emerged from the arriving train, the businessman. Their eyes met. This time the beggar did not extend an empty hand. He offered a flower, a symbol of his transformation. The businessman's face softened into a genuine smile. He accepted the flower, a silent acknowledgement of the beggar's journey. Word spread about the man who gave flowers at the train station. His simple gesture of handing out flowers to strangers caught the attention of many. People began to look forward to their daily commute, knowing they might receive a beautiful flower and a warm smile. His small acts of kindness resonated deeply within the community. It was a reminder that even the smallest gestures could have a profound impact on someone's day. His life, once defined by lack, was now overflowing with purpose. The joy he brought to others reflected back on him, filling his days with meaning and connection. He had found his own kind of wealth, not in coins and bills, but in the dignity of giving. Each flower handed out was a symbol of hope and humanity. The businessman, impressed by the man's spirit, became a regular customer, buying flowers for his business. He saw the value in supporting someone who brought so much joy to others. The beggar, once reliant on handouts, was now a small-scale entrepreneur, his life a testament to the transformative power of giving. He had turned his life around through the simple act of sharing beauty. He had learned a valuable lesson. The act of giving had not only changed his life but also the lives of those around him. True wealth lay not in what you received, but in what you gave. The happiness he saw in others was the greatest reward he could ever ask for. And sometimes the greatest rewards came from the simplest acts of kindness. In giving, he found a purpose and a community that valued his contributions.